I don't think so.
Come forward. Let's see.
Nah, you're fine.
You're good.
As long as you don't like.
You're good. This is so fucking tight.
What do you need?
Tight.
What do you need?
It's tight.
Left and right or up and down?
Up and down.
Check, let me do it.
Fine.
Should be loose. I don't know what. There's nothing
I'll
else.
figure it out. I'll do it like a new pod, like a big one.
Yeah. I meant to bring the big, the better one. I forgot. We talked about it. I forgot it's a storage. All right, put the microphone in. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition, or should I say editions, of Sharks Hockey here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. A twilight, not a twilight, the first one, but a matinee, doubleheader, double feature here today. Oh, please excuse me, fighting off a cold here between the Sharks and the Blazers. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle behind the lens. And a big doubleheader today between the Sharks, the Shoreline Sharks, the undefeated Shoreline Sharks, and the New England Blazers. The Blazers, down at the end, you see them there, wearing their baby blue sweaters with a dark blue trim. White undergarments around the shoulders there, dark blue numbers, white trim, black shorts, and blue socks with blue and dark blue trim. We'll see who gets the start. I believe it's going to be Bauer in between the pipes. I only see one goaltender dressed for the Blazers here today. And down at our end, you see the Sharks wearing their home white sweaters, black shoulders, black numbers, green trim, black names with green trim, black shorts, white socks with green and black stripes as the Sharks complete their pre-game preparation. We'll see who gets the start here today. It's going to be Kira Sweeney or Ariona Bartolome. The Sharks coming off a big victory on Sunday as they went up to Foxborough. And unlike the Patriots, they won in Foxborough. And now they're here today carrying their 5-0 record here at home. A doubleheader, a double feature. This first one here, a nice afternoon, prerequisite or perhaps appetizer, which is, the sports we have before we have sports, before the 1 o'clock games start. So at 1 o'clock, you're going to want to get the football game on your iPad or your phone because, of course, you've got this one on your big screen. All right, so pour that sarsaparilla high. Put the final touches on that sandwich, a little bit of extra horsey sauce. It's beautiful out, and it's beautiful inside. We are about ready to get underway here. The Sharks and the Blazers, U16 ladies affair here for your entertainment purposes. Live and all around this great Frisbee we call Earth. All right. Bartow, Johnson, Zabrowski, Montalbano, and Milne, the starting five. Sweeney getting the start in between the pipes. Bauer down at the other end. The ref drops the puck, and we are underway. As Stats, number 17 for the Blazers, takes the faceoff. Here come the Sharks. Quickly dumping in as they gain the red line. That pleases the broadcaster in the early going. We play 16-minute stanzas here. Icing and offsides are in effect. There is delayed offsides. Thank the maker. If you're shorthand, you ice the puck. It is not icing, and they are not allowed to check because they are not boys and because I'm not king of hockey yet. Into the corner it goes now. Johnson quickly in on the forecheck. And away come the Blazers now, breaking it out to center ice where Milne will take the puck. Milne quickly up for Chloe Zabrowski. Zabrowski will dump it in. Bartow and Johnson making a beeline for the puck. Johnson arrives first. Gives it to Bartow. Bartow looked to leave it back for Johnson. Bartow, nice move to get it to Johnson. Johnson behind the net. Off the boards from Milne. Good puck movement here in the early going. I like what the Sharks are doing. Get it in deep. Make the other team work very hard to get it back to the blue line. I might believe the strategy now, as Stu Naham once said. Behind the net, trying to get it out in front, they do. Back to the blue line, Montalbano lets the shot go, got through. The rebound, Corrals, big shot there, a stop by Bauer. And there'll be no further play. Good opening shift there for the Shoreline Sharks. As they got the puck in deep right off the faceoff and kept it in. Now Bonner, Munoz. On defense, Michelizzi, Martin, and Dinola. The forward units out there now for Coach Bartow. More importantly, we've got both Tets set up for the post-game in-between celebration as Bonner will track it down at the blue line. Poured down there and sent ahead now by Rocknick. Rocknick run into by Bonner. Sent back to the blue line. On it there is number 18. That's Reeves. And then it goes Munoz all over her lady there. Blazers get it back to the dot. Back to the blue line now. Reeves. Reeves wearing number 18, Eddie Westfall's old number, you might say. Anthony Beauvillier in front. Nice job by Bonner to tie up her lady. Now Bonner will come away with it. Bonner carrying the puck out, hard off the glass, sending it in. Is it going to go for icing? A little too much on it, but that's okay. They always want to get the puck in deep and get it hard. Bonner didn't get the red line, but nothing wrong with that play, I'll tell you right now. All right, 14:05 left to go here. The game just nicely underway. You're probably a bite or two into your sandwich at home. I hope you're limbered up. Two good teams going at it, not once but twice. A 2-for-1 deal here today. Face-off won by the Blazers. Great job by Martin to get out and get a chunk of it. Sent ahead now. Dinola almost got to it there. Sent back in where Patton will send it across. Off the boards and corralled out to center ice where the Blazers will get to it. Patton and Albino now in there. On defense for the Sharks. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. Sweeney somehow! I don't know how she saw it. Got the flipper on that one. A lot of traffic in front. And Sweeney just threw out the right flipper, and you heard the thud, ladies and gentlemen. A nice stop there by Kira. Great positional goaltender is Kira Sweeney. Big hit along the boards. Martin sent flying. Great job by the officials letting the ladies play. That pleases the broadcast. If it was up to me, there would be two linesmen out there. Grimes in on the forecheck. And now the Blazers come out to center ice with it where they get to the neutral zone. Carrying the puck across center ice. Grimes up to meet a lady there. Left it now Patton. Patton quickly up for Grimes. Grimes trying to get the puck out under a little bit of duress. Couldn't get it out. Comes back for Albino. Albino. Little knife at the head. Here's Grimes now. Grimes at the blue line. Grimes will dump it in. Regina will give chase now against Ing. Ing wearing Denny Potfan's old number 5. Tried to get it around. Trotta did a nice job deflecting it. Stepping in there with Spaniotis. Spaniotis will keep it behind the net for Regina. Regina tried to get it in front. On it there are the Blazers. Trying to get it out. Nice job of back checking there by Nora Grimes. I like what I'm seeing thus far from the Sharks, not giving the Blazers a lot of room to come out of their zone. Here comes Ing now. Ing with speed over the blue line. Drops it off, letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. Nice job there by Spaniotis to kick it back to her skates. Kick it back to her stick, excuse me. Got it back to center ice, and here comes Ding now. Down the left wing. Left it there. And the Sharks trying to dig it loose. That came in front dangerously. Nice job by Spaniotis to tie up her lady. And Christina Spaniotis will make sure it gets out and across the blue line. Good play by Spaniotis, and even a better play now to get it in deep. Spaniotis at the goal line, trying to get it in front. Grimes was cutting to the cooker. Grimes on it in the corner. Grimes leaving it there. Hard around it goes now. Zabrowski back out. Here's Zabrowski now turning. Got it out in front. Bardo lets the shot go right off the butt end. A glorious opportunity there for the Sharks. And now here's Grimes. Grimes letting the shot go. Cutting to the cooker there. I believe that was Bartow, and that just failed to click. Kept in beautifully by Spania. But I'll tell you, Christine's really been playing good hockey all year. Forward, defense, forward. Whatever you need to play. I bet you she'd be great in goal if we had a hopper in. Sent ahead, here's Bartow now. Bartow across the blue line. At the dot, locker room. Bartow to the backhand. Lets the shot go off her body. Came back to Bartow. Bartow lets it go, and that just missed. Oh, that was Johnson who let it go. I apologize. Deflected by Zabrowski. And kept in now. Johnson letting the shot go in the back. And the rebound. Bauer will cover it up. And there will be no further play. 10:56 left to go here in the opening stanza. A scoreless affair. One good opportunity for the Blazers. Multiple opportunities for the Sharks. They have no right wing on this faceoff. Doesn't matter. Back to Johnson. For Munoz. Over for Milne. Milne will send it back now. Zabrowski. Zabrowski on the backhand. Getting it down low. Johnson. Blazers get to it first. Zabrowski recovers. Zabrowski tried to get it to Munoz. Deflected out to center ice. 10:35 left to go here in a very fast-paced opening stanza. Sharks got it back out of center ice. Johnson will carry it back in, so onside, no, ref said it was off. But the Blazers recoup and get back on sides. Now up for Bartow. Caroline Bartow with the move at her own blue line. Here's Bartow, hounded from behind there by Stats. Nice job by Stats to stay with her. Cleared back to the red line on a Milne. Milne will gain the red line and dump it in at the blue line. Here's Zabrowski now in on the forecheck, in against Falcione. Falcione, you might say Falcione. Not sure if it's Corleone or Corleone. Up ahead now, Kelly. Kelly trying to get it out. Kept in Milne. Lets the shot go. Deflects it on Bauer. And Bauer will hold on, and there'll be no further play. Just under 10 minutes left to go here. In a scoreless opening stanza, wholesale changes for the Sharks. Michelizzi, Martin, Danola line out there with Bonner. And I believe it is Patton at the blue line now for Coach Bartow. Offensive zone face-off deep in the zone. Michelizzi wins it back to Bonner. Bonner steps up, lets the shot go, deflected on the way in. Michelizzi digging at it. Here is Danola. Ella Danola, strong as an ox. She's like a wide body, like bottom of a pyramid type of Lego type of person. Skates wide, very strong on her skates. Bonner, very similar in her physique and way to keep it in. But here come the Blazers now. Back the other way, a 2-on-1 developing. Sliding it over, letting the shot go. Sweeney got the waffle on that. A big stop there by Kira Sweeney as Patton was the only lady back, and a nice stop by Sweeney. Here's Michelizzi now. Michelizzi fighting to get it out. Michelizzi skating it out through the neutral zone. Up for Martin. Martin serpentining at the blue line. Martin over the blue line, pulls the trigger against the grain. A big stop by Bauer, and there'll be no further play. 9:07 left to go here in the opening stanza. A scoreless affair here at the Northford Ice Pavilion. You might call it the Nip. All right, wholesale changes for the Sharks here. Oh, not wholesale, forward changes. Regina out there with Grimes and Trotta. Patton and Bonner at the blue line. The ref drops the puck. Good to see the Sharks with a right wing and a left wing on the faceoff. Trying to get it back to the blue line. Patton did a nice job to keep it in, but came out to center ice. On it there. Chipping it ahead was Mayona. Mayona tracked down by Bonner. A good play there by Bonner. Back to the blue line, and offsides is the call. You always want your defense ladies stepping up at all three lines, and thus far, the Sharks have been very attentive to that. Face-off in the neutral zone, just under 9 minutes to play. Here's Patton. Patton sending it ahead. Regina couldn't get it loose now. Back the other way, over the blue line, stepping to the outside. Nice job of back checking there by Regina to get a piece of it. Came back out in front, letting the shot go. Big stop there. Sweeney got the flipper on it. Sent it to the corner now, Trotta. Trotter on it first. Trotter in the corner. Trotter, good cross-ice pass. A little bit behind Regina, but very good idea. Sometimes it's a thought that counts, much like gifts that don't fit anybody, or you really don't like at Christmas, but you open it up, you try to put that fake smile on, you pray you had enough eggnog before they started opening up gifts, and you say, yeah, I love it. I'm definitely going to wear it to work next week. The jacket. All right. Deep in the Shark zone. Leaning in is Rocknick for the Blazers. Rocknick out there with Brown and Kelly. Rocknick wants the draw, but Johnson came away with it. Johnson will just send it out to center ice. A foot race now. Johnson. Along comes Zabrowski. Johnson got it in front. Zabrowski was cutting to the cooker. Pinching in and keeping it in. That went off a body with Spaniotis. And up and out of play. So Spaniotis and Albino. Olivia Albino at the blue line now with Bartow, Johnson, and Zabrowski, the big line out there for the Sharks. Zabrowski off the face-off, got it to Johnson down low, let the shot go. Bauer managed to drag the right pad there behind her and make a dazzling stop. Here's Bartow now. Bartow getting low. Bartow behind the net. Johnson back for Bartow. Bartow corralling the puck. Bartow still with it. Down for Zabrowski. Here we go, cycling. Johnson actually. Johnson with it. Johnson couldn't get it back to Zabrowski. Zabrowski all over a lady, not letting her leave the zone. You want to make the Blazers expend a lot of energy getting out of their own zone. Then come the third period, they look like they're mouth breathing, like Clubber Lang in the third round of the second fight versus Rocky Balboa. That's always the plan. Easier said than done. Johnson will send it in. This Blazers team is very good, very disciplined. I like what I'm seeing from them. Here's Brown now. Brown, beautiful pass up ahead off the stick there. And on it quickly is Albino. Albino chopping at it. Rocknick got it back in, sent behind the net. Now Spaniotis. Christina Spaniotis behind the net with time. Spanny coming around the net now. Off the boards, a little bit behind Danola, but bounce to Danola. Doesn't connect there. Here comes Stats. Stas walking in. Stas on the shot go just wide on Sweeney. Behind the net it goes now. Back to the blue line now. Kuchiciara letting the shot go. I apologize, I'm mispronouncing that name. A lot of consonants, not a lot of vowels. Oh, there's some vowels. Oh, plenty of vowels, actually. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 vowels. Not too bad. Here's Stats now. Stats. Nicolizzi staying with Stats. Got it out in front. They score! Stats made the play in the corner. Got it out in front. And the Blazers got to the puck and buried it there. That's going to be Conti with the goal number 9 in your scorecard. I wonder if she's related to the great Bill Conti, who, of course, was the composer for all the Rocky movies and Victory and a lot of great movies back in the 70s and 80s. Well, Conti gets the Blazers on the board. Well, they won the puck behind the net, got it in front, capitalized. On it now is Stats. Stats will send it around. Milne digging, mucking, doing a homework. Milne trying to get loose now over to help out. And there's Zabrowski as they try to dig it loose. They do dig it loose. Actually, that's Trotter. I apologize. Trotter out there now with Grimes and Regina. Blazers with the 1-0 lead. Back to the blue line on the backhand. That's not going to get out. Behind the net it goes now. On it quickly is number 18. That's Reeves. Reeves tried to get it in a long lane to lumber into the air was Regina. That goes wide of Bauer. And now the Blazers will come away with it. Can't convert on the first pass. Here's Trotta letting the shot go. Stopped by Bauer. And there'll be no further play. 1-0 is the score. 5:41 left to go here in the opening stanza. The Blazers with the lead. The goal by Conti. Bono Munoz, Bartow, Johnson, and Zabrowski out there now for the Sharks. Bartow leaning in to take the draw. It's won by the Blazers. Behind the net it goes now. Blazers looking to break it out. Johnson, nice job on the forecheck. Got a chunk of it. Came back to Munoz. Munoz will send it across. That is intercepted at the blue line. Walking in, letting the shot go. Just high on the waffle side there for the Blazers. Bartow sending it behind the net. On and now Rocknick. Rocknick trying to come out in front. Bonner wouldn't allow that way to go. Sent back behind by Zabrowski. Bonner will get through there. He's got Munoz. Uses Munoz. And now here's Gabby Munoz. Up for Johnson. Beautiful breakout. Leads to a 2-on-1. Here comes Bartow. Over for Zabrowski at the dot. Pulls the trigger. A big stop there as Bauer got the flipper on it. Back to the blue line. Munoz will keep it in. Left it now Johnson. Johnson down low. She'll pull the trigger. That went off a leg in front. That was Brown. Here's Johnson now. Back behind the net, Zabrowski. Pinching his Bonner along the boards. Keeping it in with Zabrowski. But getting to it first there is Bowman. Bowman couldn't get it out. Here comes Bartow now. Bartow to the outside. At the dot, pulling the trigger. That just missed. Along the boards now, Munoz will pinch. Johnson backing up to help out. Comes back to center ice for Chloe Zabrowski. And she'll just send it in as the Sharks will go for a player change. Good opportunities at both ends here. Two good organizations going at it as Martin knocked it down. Cutting through now Danola. Danola continuing to pressure. As Martin now collects the puck. Here comes Martin now. Martin down the right wing. Got turned around. Lost sight of it. And the Blazers will come away with it. Here come the Blazers now. Through the neutral zone, they come with a good poke check there as Danola stayed with it. Now Danola causes the turnover, but her momentum was carrying her towards Sweeney. Couldn't get back to it, and here's Staz. Staz now wheeling and dealing. Is it onside? It is not. Offsides at the blue line. With just under 4 minutes left to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0, the Blazers lead it. Face off in the neutral zone, knocked down by the Blazers. Blazers get to it, trying to step to the outside. Protecting the puck behind the net, Michelizzi giving chase. Michelizzi leans into a lady there, dislodges her, takes the puck, got it out. It would have been a 2-on-1, but they couldn't corral it. Knocking it down now, Cucchiara. Cucchiara will send it up Staz. Staz lost the handle on it. That's sent all the way down. Will it go for icing? Let's see here. No icing as it didn't make it to the goal line. The refs have been outstanding here. Here's Patton now. Patton coming around the net with speed. Patton down the left wing. Patton getting a red line, but failed to get it deep. That one came back to the blue line for the Sharks. Oh, a lot of blue sweaters on the ice there. As the Blazers were in the midst of a player change and had the puck, but ref let it slide. I don't completely disagree. Cucchiara now, one white sock, one blue sock down the right wing. Dropping it off, cutting to the cooker there was Rocknick, and now ends up back at the blue line on the stick of Cucchiara. Cucchiara will send it behind the net. There for Rocknick. Rocknick will let it run. On it now with the Blazers. Blazers get it back out in front. Patton did a nice job to step up and block that shot. Now comes to the feet of Patton, still loose. Patton got it back to the blue line. Cucchiara let the shot go, waffled aside by Sweeney. Dangerously came back to the other side here. Blazers got the Sharks hemmed in here. Sharks needed to ice this puck, get a whistle, do something. Michelizzi on it. Over is Albino. They got it out in front. Dropping it off, letting the shot go. Sweeney to save. The rebound! Pushed just wide. And the Blazers trying to get that second goal, make it 2-0. The Sharks held on. Albino softly up ahead. Here comes Martin now. Martin down the left wing. Martin all alone lets the shot go. As the Sharks complete the player chase. Spaniotis making a beeline for the puck and arriving in ill humor. Great job there. Spaniotis will send it behind the net. Regina in on the forecheck, as is Grimes. Here comes Trotter now. Trotter, good 3-level forecheck there by the Sharks. They trail 1-0 with 1:50 to go. On and now with the Blazers. Behind the net, sending it hard around. Montalbano will activate. Montalbano getting to it first. Digging, mucking, jarred it loose on the backhand. That went off the noggin of the goalkeeper, Bauer. Another nice stop by Bauer. And away come the Blazers now. Through center ice they come. Over the blue line. Trying to step back to the inside, dump it in. On and now Regina. Regina will get to it. Regina didn't move the puck. Kept in by Staz. Staz on the turnover. Cutting to the inside, lets the shot go. A dazzling stop there by Sweeney. That's a huge save there by Kira Sweeney. Back to the blue line. Kept in by the Blazers. As Regina was all over Blazers, Staz got it down low. The backhand, saved by Sweeney, steered aside. On it quickly as Fitz. That one bounces around. Sweeney will steer that aside. Multiple saves here on this rush by Sweeney. And still, the Sharks unable to get it out. They need a whistle yet again, as the Blazers have been all over them the last 5 minutes of the game. Chance in front, letting the shot go. That just missed. And the Sharks finally get it out to center. Can they get some fresh legs out there? Well, not too many hopping on the ice. They didn't get it deep. Now they finally get it down there, and Bauman will track it down. Trotter in on the forecheck, came back to the neutral zone. Munoz got a chunk of it. Nice job of back checking there and sending it up Johnson. That went off the boards. Behind the net it goes now. On it now is Anna Milne. Milne from Sweeney. Milne with the puck. Milne, a lot of room. Beautiful pass up for Bartow. Bartow quickly, Zabrowski. Zabrowski down the left wing. Zabrowski with room. They tried to get it in front of Bartow. That may have hit the official. He's part of the rink. 5 seconds left to go, and that's going to just about do it here. As the opening stanza will come to a close. Your score at the end of one. The Blazers 1, the Sharks nothing. We'll be right back with the start of the second stanza, so refill that sarsaparilla, get that extra horsey sauce on that sandwich, open up that bag of purple Doritos. We'll see you back here for the second stanza. 1-0, Blazers leading it.
the best I can.
It's awesome. It's like, I can just hear it from the side. I'm like, that's fantastic.
My wife, Michelle, I'm Scott.
Hi, Michelle. Nice to meet you. Sorry, Scott. No, this is great. Scott, can I pull this off later?
Yes, on YouTube.
Okay.
It's on our YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Yep. Anybody can watch now live. Anyone can watch now live. It's on
I already said my,
all right, cool.
parents
Oh,
live,
yeah.
my parents live up in Western Canada, so I said
Who's your daughter? Reeves?
Reeves, yeah.
Are you related to Superman?
Maybe. Just wait. If I start doing this,
I had an idea.
Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second stanza about to get underway here. Bartow, Zabrowski, Johnson, Milne, and Montalbano getting a start. The Blazers with the 1-0 lead, the goal by Conti. Ising now down the right wing. Taken out by Zabrowski. Sharks chopping at it, turning on it. Now the Blazers sliding it across a little bit of room. Sweeney got the waffle on that. Another big save there by Kira Sweeney. Now Sweeney's been busy. Sweeney has been good. She has passed every test except for one that the Blazers are throwing her way. Well, the pressure's off Sweeney. She can't get the S word. As much as I'm rooting for the Sharks, I won't do that to Bauer. Bauer's real good too. Two good goalies. Johnson up ahead. Bartow chipping it to herself now. Bartow trying to get to it down the right wing. Bartow at the goal line. Got Zabrowski getting to the cooker. Bartow protects the puck. Got it to Zabrowski. That could have been a hand pass. Let go. Here's Milne now. Over for Montalbano. Montalbano making the move. Down for Zabrowski. Zabrowski sliding it over the net. Is Jordan letting the shot go. They score! Savage Savannah Johnson. Right in her wheelhouse. Zabrowski and Barno battled. Got the puck to her. And Johnson, the finisher. Much like Michael Bossy out there with Clark Gillies and Brian Trottier, buries the biscuit for the Sharks. They tie the affair. Just 47 seconds into the second stanza. 1-1 is the score. Sent ahead now. Munoz on it there off the faceoff. Got to be careful once you score. Always susceptible to letting up a goal right after you score. That's why Coach Trotz would always send out the Zizekas, Martin, and Clutterbrook line. Sent ahead. Here comes Martin now. Martin over the blue line to the outside. Martin with the move. Martin lets the shot go. Big stop. The rebound lie there, and the Sharks couldn't get to it. Munoz kept it in. That one went off a body. And now the Blazers, they'll come away with it. Back the other way through the neutral zone. Stepping, trying to get to the inside. Bonner swiping at it. Left it for Munoz. Munoz stepping up on her lady. That goes behind the net now for Bonner. Sophia Bonner on it there. Bonner up the boards. Didn't get it out on the initial chance. Now Michelizzi. Michelizzi got it to the blue line, but still not out. Kept in now Conti. Conti doing battle. Bonner over, digging, mucking, doing her homework, trying to get it loose. Chopped it. Nice job there to get it to Martin. Martin tried to go up the boards, but it was sealed. Good job by the Blazers. Bonner over to help out. That came loose in front. Munoz will jump on it off the boards. But the Blazers got the board sealed up. A lot of room up the middle. The Sharks should launch a lady right up the middle. There's nobody there for the Blazers. Send a lady right up the middle and go for it. Clearly, you're going to have to talk to Coach during the break about that. Although he already knows. He's probably thinking, I better talk to Scotty about that. The man's a chess player. 4 or 5 moves ahead at all times. Anyway, I digress. Chipped ahead now. 1-1 is the score. 13:43 left to go here. In the second stanza, the middle stanza, Shakespeare's favorite stanza, Regina. Now behind the net, left it for Trotta. Trotter on it there, digging, mucking. Grimes will come through. Grimes tried to get it back in front, but the Blazers come away with it. Here come the Blazers now, back the other way, that's Conti. Conti will send it up now, Schatzel. Schatzel lost the handle on it, poking at it there was Patton, trying to catch the player. Blazers and a player changes Grimes. Grimes over the blue line, is it onside? It is not. Offsides is the call in today's game, brought to us by our good friends at Paul Johnson Builder and General Contractor. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been in business for over 40 years right here in the New Haven area. Whether you need a whole entire new house build, windows, siding, doors, basement, man cave, she shed, or a cat door for your dog, give Paul a call. He does honest work and he works on only referrals, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know, in that business, I'll tell you, that tells you everything you need to know. An honest man, a great man, Paul Johnson, builder and general contractor. We thank him for his support. And away now comes Regina. Regina on the backhand trying to get it to Grimes. That's clogged up by the Blazers. 1-1 is your score. Just under 13 to go here in the second stanza. Ning now. Ning can really wheel and deal. Over the blue line with speed. Stepping to the outside. Albino staying with her. Ning putting the brakes on. Nice job there by Olivia. Staying with Ning. They're digging, they're mucking, trying to get it loose. Still loose. And nice job, Albino. Will get it up ahead. And the Sharks will come away with it. Out to the red line it goes. But that's taken away by the Blazers there. Sharks got to get that puck in deep, though. They had possession at the red line. It's got to get deep behind the goal line. Here's Trotta now. Exactly what I'm talking about right there. She gained the red line and dumped it in. Beautiful play there. Simple. Doesn't show up in the scorecard. The sabermetrics or the cybermetrics, whatever math the kids are doing nowadays. As the great Bob Incredible once said, math is math. Sent ahead now, Stas. Stas down the wing. Patton got a chunk of her. Stas along the boards now, corralling the puck back to herself, try to get it back to the blue line, but Johnson and Bartow were there. Did get it in front. Sweeney to save the rebound. Dangerously by this. Stas chopping at it. And Johnson will recover in the corner. 11:45 to go. Smart play there by Johnson. That's what you call hockey IQ. Getting it back to Patton, then Johnson will go get it. And Johnson digging, mucking, lost the handle on it. Bartow trying to get to it against Stas. Bartow keeping the legs, turning the legs, feed the Wolves. Kept in at the blue line. Zabrowski on the back check, hustling to break it up. Here's Albino now. Sharks spending a lot of time trying to get the puck out of their own zone. Stas, chop that there, boy. Too much puck handling there by Stas. Has gotten to Zabrowski. Here's a chance now. Zabrowski with a step at the dot, lowering the shoulder, puts the brakes on right Maverick, hoping Jester would go right by. Centered it for Bartow, hopped over her stick. Came back to the blue line. Montalbano will leave it now. Spaniotis. Up ahead, Bartow. Bartow will send it up ahead for Johnson. Johnson trying to get it in. Johnson digging, mucking, doing a homework. Montalbano sliding it over to Spaniotis. Christina Spaniotis gains the red line. It's got to get deep. Great job there by Christina. She'll dump it in, and she'll chase it herself. Into the corner it goes now. She'll peel off and head back to the blue line. Where Zabrowski was covering. That's such a good little play, though. Get it in deep. Every single time the Sharks have the puck, it's got to be below the other team's goal line, period. Montalbano making the play from the goal line. Along the boards now, getting it down low. Bartow in on a lady there, Falcione. Falcione sending it up now, Mayona. Mayona down the right wing. Mayona will dump it in. Spaniotis out there, Michelizzi and Montalbano. Sweeney will live it for Michelizzi. Sid the Kid. Michelizzi takes it from Sweeney. Beautiful pass up ahead right on the stick of Danola. Danola over the blue line. At the dot, letting the shot go. Waffled aside by Bauer. Back for Spaniotis, who's calling for it. Christina Spaniotis winds, lets the shot go blocked. Here come the Blazers now back the other way. It's Kelly. Kelly cut off by Montalbano. Great job there. Kendall Montalbano taking the angle away. That send in. They regain the blue line. Spaniotis on it on the backhand for Martin. Doesn't get out on the backhand. That's picked off now by Bauman. Bauman, will slide it over. Carrying it over the blue line now is Rocknick. Rocknick will send it in against Spaniotis. 9.5 to go here. Tie score, second period. Sweeney got the flipper on that. They jab at it. The Sharks get to it. Montalbano up ahead. Can the Sharks get it out? Not on the first effort. Good job by the Blazers to keep that in. Montalbano on top of it there, sending it back for Michelizzi. Sharks have been out there a long while now. It's the second period, and the benches are further away. You can see their mouth breathing. They got to get it to Sweeney to cover it up, or an icing, or throw it over the glass, or offsides. They need a whistle, period. Back to the blue line now it goes Reeves. Reeves will keep it in. Montalbano on it there, up ahead for Martin. Martin's got to get it deep. They got to get fresh Sharks out there. They need fresh fins. Martin, serpentining. Martin, like a hot knife through butter, lets the backhand go. Bauer makes the save. And the Sharks have changed 4 out of 5 swimmers out there as it's kept in, pouring at it there. And keeping it in there is Regina. Regina got it down low. Grimes digging. Grimes trying to find it. Still in front. Regina cutting through, and that just missed. In the corner now. Cleared but not out. Now it's the Blazers who have been out there a little while, and the Sharks have got fresh legs out there. Now it's sent ahead where Bonner will track it down. Bonner will turn at her own blue line. Bonner quickly up for Trotta. Trotta gains the red line. Trotta up ahead will dump it in. That's on goal. Right to Bauer. Bauer will cover up the rolling puck, and there'll be no further play. 8:07 left to go here in the second stanza. 1-1 is the score. Two outstanding organizations going at it here today for not one, but two affairs here at the North. Where the heck are we? North something, the NIP. Bonner will pinch. Bonner kept the puck in down low. But the Blazers come away with it. Back out to center ice. They come now quickly. Stas over the blue line. Stas will let the shot go. Sweeney making the save there. Right between the 3 and the 3. You gotta like Sweeney, square to the shooter, eyes on the puck, mentally alert at all times is Kira Sweeney. And a big stop there. 7:50 left to go. 1-1 is your score. Stas leaning in to take the draw now against Bartow. Bartow, Johnson, Zabrowski, Patton, and Munoz on D here today. That came out dangerously. Sweeney had a little bit of trouble with it there. Boy, oh boy. Sweeney saying, everybody calm down. I had it all the way. You're all making a bigger deal. Making a mountain out of a molehill, Mr. Broadcaster. You're right, Kira. I apologize. I was out of line. Sent ahead now. Zabrowski in a foot race. Zabrowski pulled down. Play allowed to continue. No, wait a minute. Is it all sides? I think it was all sides. I hope it's not a penalty. They haven't called penalties all day. Great job by the officials not calling a penalty there. Let the ladies play. Harness your inner Andy Van Helleman. Reject your inner Don Koharski. I've said it since the beginning of time, since the beginning of my time. All sides is the call. Here comes Bartow now at the goal line. He's got Zabrowski in front. That deflects now to Johnson. Johnson on the backhand, Montalbano. Montalbano let the shot go. Never got to the goalkeeper, went off the boards. And the Sharks will try and dig it loose there. Milne pinching in along the boards, never came to her. Digging, mucking. Bartow, little bit of forearm shiver there in the boards. As it comes loose now, Zabrowski. Stas, I'll tell you, I like number 17, Stas in blue. Here's Stas now. Stas up against Milne. Milne did a nice job to take the puck. You got to get the puck over the body. Milne chose the puck, and she chose wisely. Unlike the first guy in the Last Crusade who chose unwisely, thought it was a cup of a king, didn't understand the humility of that nice carpenter from Nazareth. Here's a quick shot now, getting the flipper and glove on it. Here's Bauer, and there'll be no further play. 6:45 left to go here in the second stanza. A real pressure cooker starting to overflow here in Northford this afternoon. I dare you, ladies and gentlemen, to find a better appetizer to NFL football. Face off, now deep. Won by the Sharks, back for Montalbano. Montalbano will send it in, knocked down by Rocknick. Over to help out there is Johnson. That came back to the blue line, knocked down his Ning. Ning can really skate, gotta be careful. Gotta step up on her before she gets the Jets going, dropping it off. That was read nicely there by Zabrowski all the way. Sent ahead now, Rocknick will send it in. Good pressure there by the Sharks in the neutral zone. Good job by Rocknick, though, to get it in deep. 6:15 to go. Milne on it there. Milne will put the brakes on, hard around. Here's Montalbano. Montalbano up along the boards, kicked ahead now. Chance for the Blazers. Letting the shot go. Can a corn there for Kira Sweeney, and there'll be no further play. 6:04 left to go here. 1-1 is your score in the second stanza. The Sharks and the Blazers. Munoz and Patton out there now, and Michelizzi, Danola, and Martin. The forward unit's out there now. No right wing for the Sharks on the faceoff. Bouncing puck comes loose to Ning. Ning at the dot, let the shot go. Sweeney with trouble. The rebound. Sweeney will hold on there. Chopping at it a couple of times. Right in front of Sweeney, uncontested. And that was number 3, Kelly. Like to see the Sharks get Kelly out of there while she's chopping at our goalkeeper. Pushed ahead now. Here's Martin. Martin couldn't get it out on the first effort. Knocked down Munoz. Munoz up ahead for Martin. Munoz will follow up, get it up for Michelizzi. That one comes out to center ice, knocked down Patton. Patton at the red line. Patton will gain the blue line and send it in. Behind the net it goes now. On it quickly there is Cucciara. Cucciara will come along with him. Munoz waited there, and he'll send it back in. On it now is Reeves. Reeves hounded there in the corner. Reeves will change direction, not once but twice. That's Danola. All over Reeves. Here's Munoz now. Tried to get it down low. Came back to the blue line where Michelizzi will settle it at the red line. Patton on the backhand, doesn't get it deep. Came back to Patton, now Michelizzi with it. Michelizzi across, right on the stick of Martin. Martin left it, Michelizzi. Michelizzi at the dot, cuts inside. Michelizzi lets the shot go, doesn't get through. The fans wanted a tripping call, I do not. Let the ladies play. I'll sign right now if there's not a power play for either team. It's a 1-1 game. There's under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Neither team needs a power play. Here's Ing now. Ing with the puck through the neutral zone over the blue line. Ing left it, dropping it off to Nola, got a chunk. Wide there, Rocknick. Rocknick on it, Martin will come over. Excuse me. Martin digging it loose. They're digging. They're mucking. They're doing their homework. The Blazers get it back to the blue line. Walking off the boards, letting the shot go, deflected, kicked aside there. Patton up ahead, Martin will gain the blue line. Martin will gain the red line, but didn't get it deep. Turned over now, fresh legs for the Blazers, as the Sharks failed to get it deep. Here's Fitz now letting the shot go. We need a whistle once again. Here's Michelizzi now. Wisely will just send it down. If it's icing, it's fine. If it's not icing, everybody off the ice. Off the ice, everybody, very quickly. Let's go, move it. Here come the Blazers now, Bauman. Bauman right up the gut, trying to catch the Sharks in a player change. Bonner off the bench, got a chunk of her lady. Oh my goodness. That is, ladies and gentlemen, I just said not a minute ago I'd rather not see a penalty. And then Bonner play. Don't agree with the call, I'll leave it at that. All right, 3:53 left to go here. A minute 30 on the power play now for the Blazers. Bonner came off the bench and penalty called at the blue line. Here's Montalbano now out the face-off win. Hard around for Zabrowski. Hops over the stick now. Zabrowski giving Chase Stats. Will send it over. Stats, excuse me. We'll send it over. Here for Bauman. Bauman will send it across D to D. Blazers look to set up the power play. Bartow says not just yet. Bartow softly up ahead. Zabrowski getting to it. Back for Bartow. Short-handed backhand. She scores! Caroline Bartow with the shorty. A beautiful transition play at the blue line. Zabrowski to Bartow. Bartow to Zabrowski. Zabrowski to Bartow. Bartow to the back of the net. And the Sharks, with 3:27 remaining in the second stanza, take the lead for the first time today. 2-1 is the score. Now, if this was the PWHL, Bonner would be out of the box. I'd like to see them institute that rule in girls hockey. They can't check, at least throw them a bone. I think it's a good rule for girls hockey. I don't think it's a good rule for the NHL. But I like to see youth girls hockey institute that rule. Short-handed goalie, your lady comes out of the box. But they haven't allowed me to be king of hockey just yet. But someday, ladies and gentlemen, someday I will ascend to that throne. Zabrowski up ahead. He'll send it all the way down. It's not icing because they're short-handed. Bartow on our horse. Bartow getting to it first. Look at the effort there by Caroline Bartow. That really pleases the broadcaster. Here's Bartow now. Bartow trying to get it in front. Got it back to herself. Lets the shot go. That just missed. Zabrowski back for Montalbano. Montalbano at the blue line. Montalbano will send it back behind the net. Zabrowski will give chase there. Zabrowski knocked it down. Zabrowski pulled down, no call. Good no call. We don't want to start having a call just because there was a call. Then there's nothing but a call. And then everybody's disgruntled. We don't need any more penalties. Here's Rocknick. Rocknick against Montalbano. Montalbano got a chunk of her. Sweeney gobbles it up like a biscuit on Thanksgiving. Dips it into the gravy. Picks up a couple of kernels of corn. Hands it over to the official, and the penalty is killed now. A great penalty kill by the Sharks as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Bonner and Albino out on defense now for the Sharks. It looks like it's going to be Martin. Sharks are 5-on-5. They need another forward here. Martin out there now with Trotta. And looks like Johnson. So the line's a little bit mixed up here for Coach Bartow, but that's all right. They practice together all the time. And over the blue line now, Brown. Brown trying to step to the inside. Brown does get to the inside. Got it through. Rebound. They score. Brown got the puck in front. And the Blazers got to it there, tying the affair. 2:09 left to go here in the second stanza. Two to two is the score. Martin will send it in. Danola, Martin, Michelizzi out there now with Albino and Bonner. Back for Bonner. Bonner on the puck. Bonner off the board softly now. Here's Martin. Martin over the blue line. Martin let the shot go off a leg. Sent in. Michelizzi will give chase. Michelizzi on the backhand will leave it there. Danola with it. Danola lost the handle on it. Danola got it loose in front. Letting the shot go was Martin. That went off a body and never got through. Now the Blazers will send it out to center ice. A rolling puck where Bonner will track it. Bonner keeping it away from her goalkeeper. Still rolling. Bonner will put the brakes on behind the net. Bonner back to the forehand. Off the boards hard. Got it out to center. Knocked down there by Reeves. Reeves lost the handle on it. Came over for Bonner. Blazers with it. Letting the shot go. Nice job there by Albino. Getting to the puck. Albino got it up for Martin. Martin will chip it up ahead. Sent across, just out of the reach of Danola. Stepping up in the neutral zone was Bonner. Bonner got a chunk of it. Reeves trying to get it in. Ends up on the stick of Albino. Albino will chop it up ahead for Martin. Here comes Martin now at 3-on-2. She can get around the official. Couldn't do so. Sent back in. Bonner with 45 seconds on it there. Bonner right up for Albino. Albino lost the handle on it. Bonner poke checks it out of harm's way up for Martin. Quickly now, Martin up for Danola. Danola up for Martin. Martin trying to get to it at the dot. Martin does get to it. Here's Martin now curling back. 30 seconds left to go. Martin will send it behind the net. And behind the net it goes now. Blazers on it there. 2-2 is the score. Very ending stages here. The third stanza. Can the Sharks get another opportunity? Now it's the Blazers thinking about getting the opportunity. Now is Kelly. Down the right wing, Regina. Came over to poke it loose for Munoz. Munoz couldn't get the puck out on the initial attempt. Kept in by the Blazers. That's going to do it. As the second stanza comes to a close, your score at the end of 2. The Blazers 2, the Sharks 2. We'll be right back with the third and final chapter of this unwritten story about ready to be unveiled right before your very eyes and ears here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Get that bag of Funyuns open. The third period is the Funyun period, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 is the score. We'll see you back here in a moment. No, mine. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The third and final stanza of this very good affair is underway. 16 minutes left to go here. 2-2 is the score. Blazers and the Sharks. Here's Bartow now. Bartow back for Montalbano. Montalbano will cycle it down low. Zebrowski. Back for Montalbano. Montalbano soft back for Zebrowski. Browski will find it, letting the shot go, didn't get through. And that hit Brown on the way through, back to the blue line, Milne. Milne will let the shot go, that hit a body, Staz. Staz tried to get around Montalbano, got a chunk of it, sent ahead, and over the red line, so no icing. Into the corner now, Staz. Bouncing puck, Sharks get to it there, Milne. Milne will turn, and trying to come away with it, Milne under duress, Milne will kick it ahead now. Milne drew the penalty. Not sure what the penalty's for, but Milne drew it. There's the ref's arms in the air, so a delayed penalty coming up here against the Blazers. Let's see what the call is. Hooking is the call, so the Sharks, with 15 minutes left to go in a tie affair, will head to their first power play of the day. Each team with a power play opportunity. The Sharks with a shorthanded goal. All right, so a huge opportunity here for the Sharks. Bartow will remain on the ice with Danola, Zabrowski, Milne, and Montalbano. Penalties are a minute and a half. Bartow will lean in for a big face-off right and left wing in their position. Cleanly won it back to Montalbano. Puck possession is so important on the lady advantage. Into the corner it goes now, Danola. Danola left it for Bartow. Bartow with the goal line. Bartow on the backhand sliding across Zabrowski. Pulled the trigger. That went off a body in front. And here's Ing now. Ing with the puck at the blue line. Ing sent it back out to center where Bartow will track it there. Here comes Caroline Bartow now. The puck won't settle down for her. Now it does. Bartow over the blue line with room and with speed. Bartow hounded there. Bartow stepping to the outside, lost the handle on it. Bartow still with it. Came back to the blue line. Milne had to hop over her stick. And she'll slide it across for Martin. Martin will send it in. Did they gain the blue line? They did on sides. As Zabrowski will head off. As the Sharks look to get some fresh fins out there, Spaniotis out there now will knock it down. Christina Spaniotis with the puck, still dump it in. Michelizzi and Martin out there now. So Spaniotis moved up to the forward line. Here as Coach Bartow having to jostling his lines a bit here in the third. So that came back to the blue line. Bounces across now, Patton. Couldn't connect now, Martin. Martin down the right wing with it. 16 seconds left to go in the lady advantage. Martin behind the net, lost the handle on it. And that ends up in the corner now, Michelizzi. On it now, Montalbano. Montalbano let the shot go, deflected, they score! Martin with the beautiful deflection. Michelizzi got it to Montalbano. Montalbano let the shot go. And a gorgeous deflection there by Martin. It's a power play goal with 13:34 left to go here in the third stanza. And the Sharks have scored shorthanded. The Sharks have scored on the power play. Oh my goodness. And I believe the Sharks have scored 5-on-5. So almost any way you can. So 13 and a half minutes left to go here. Martin, the power play goal from Montalbano and Michelizzi. 3-2 is the score. Patton quickly up now for Trotta, but stepping up into that there was Brown. That's sent behind the net now for Regina. Regina with a rolling puck right on the stick of Grimes. Grimes couldn't get it out at the blue line. Grimes now got it out to center where it's knocked down Staz. Staz will send it up again, Cucchiera. Blazers with it now over the blue line. Lane shot goes Sweeney to save. Patton got the rebound out of harm's way. Patton will curl back now on the forehand. Patton hard around. Trotta couldn't catch up to it. Did get it to center ice though. Nice job by Trotta to stay with that puck. Poked ahead by Regina and sent in now Cucchiera. Cucchiera on it there. Is Cucchiera now hounded by Regina. Hard around Albino. Got a piece of it, kept it in. Here comes Staz now. Staz through the neutral zone, pushed wide by Trotta. Nice job by Trotta to get to it. Couldn't get it out on the first effort. Now comes back to Trotta. Couldn't get it out on the second effort. Still in now. Sharks on it there. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. Into the corner it goes now. 12:20 left to go here. Sharks with the 1-goal lead. That one goes right through the goal mouth. Sharks get to it. Can't get it out. Trotta lost the handle on it. Here's Albino now. Albino behind for Patton. Patton under duress there. Will send it hard around for Trotta. Trotta will knock it down, make the move at the blue line. Here comes Trotta now. Trotta's got Grimes. A 2-on-1 from the blue line in. Pulls the trigger. Big rebound there, and Grimes was getting to the cooker, couldn't put the brakes on in time. Here come the Blazers now. Trotta knocked it down for Bonner. Bonner will just send it in. Looks like it's going to go for icing. Does it go for icing? Icing is the call. 11:39 left to go. 3-2 is the score. Denola out there with Bartow and Zabrowski. Bartow leaning in, defensive zone face-off, won it back cleanly for Bonner. Bonner hard around for Denola. Denola chipped it up for Bartow. Here's Bartow now, got Zabrowski and Denola 3-on-2. Left it Denola. Denola down the right wing, tried to get the shot away, didn't get the stick on it there. And the Blazers will come away with it. Back the other way now, here come the Blazers, hounded by Zabrowski. Good job of back checking there. Zabrowski left it now for Bonner. Bonner will send it up for Zabrowski. Zabrowski's got help wide. Zabrowski up for Denola. Denola over the blue line, pulls the trigger off the glove, and now Denola on it. Denola got it back out in front where Bartow was cutting. Blazers on it there. Pinching in is Denola. And off the boards it goes now. Munoz will keep it in. That came loose for the Blazers. Zabrowski on it there. Sent ahead. Here's Ning. Ning at the red line, 1-on-5. She'll drop it off and wait for the cavalry. Smart play there by Ning. Knocked down by Bartow, and Bonner will get on it. Bonner will chip it ahead right on the stick of Zabrowski. Here's Zabrowski now. Zabrowski serpentining at the blue line. Gained the blue line, and he'll dump it in. Dumped in deep now, where Spaniotis will give chase. Christina Spaniotis. Behind the net, he'll turn on it. Spaniotis will leave it now for Munoz. Munoz pinching. Munoz at the goal line, tried to get it down low. That jostled loose now, and here comes Martin. Martin at the goal line. Martin protecting the puck. Martin still with it. Got Milne. Martin with it. Martin circumnavigating, looking like Magellan, looking for the globe. Here's Michelizzi. Michelizzi at the goal line. Michelizzi turns away, protects the puck. Short angle shot there, and Bauer held on. Back the other way now. Here come the Blazers. Through the neutral zone they come now. Stepping to the outside, Ning. Ning's been out there a while at the end of a shift. Nice job there. Munoz took the body on Ning as Spaniotis took the puck away. Chipped ahead now, Martin. Martin with it, will leave it. Michelizzi. Sid the Kid. Michelizzi. Right over the logo at center ice. Will dump it in on goal. That goes wide of the goalkeeper. 9:35 left to go. The Blazers looking to break the puck out. Can't connect on the first pass, but they do skate away with it now, Stas. Stas, a lot of room through the neutral zone there. Stas letting the shot go. Sweeney got the stick on that. Steered aside, but Sweeney lost her wand. Letting the shot go. Sweeney to save the rebound, and that just missed. Sweeney without her wand, going back to get it is Michelizzi. Michelizzi got it back to Sweeney. Letting the shot go, and Sweeney will pounce on it there like a puma. And there'll be no further play. Oh, a couple of big stops there by Sweeney, and then she lost her wand. And Michelizzi did a nice job to go get it for her. Not supposed to pick up the stick and play with two sticks, but the refs never call it. That happened against the Sharks the other week. Maybe I'm wrong. Face-off one. Back to the blue line now. Cucchiaro will get it in. Montalbano on it there against Kelly. That one sent in front. The rebound. Mill tied a lady up. Getting to it. Sweeney closes the wickets. And it ends up behind the net. Blazers looking for the equalizer. Behind the net, trying to get it out in front. They do get it close to being in front there, but Montalbano staying with a lady. On the backhand, they had a lady wide open in front. Sweeney makes the save, and it ends up behind the net. Montalbano battles through. Gets to the puck, got it up to Grimes. Montalbano trying to get it out on the backhand. The Sharks just need to ice it here. Here's Milne. Milne out on own red line. Milne trying to pass it to herself, but the Blazers are there. And icing is better than a turnover. Back to the blue line it goes. Kept in Cucchiara. We'll send it behind the net now. Blazers on it there. Got it back to the blue line. Falcioni letting the shot go. Sweeney got a piece of it. Comes loose behind the net. Blazers get it back out in front. On the stick of Grimes. Grimes will chip it up and out to center. And the Sharks have got to get fresh fins out there immediately, if not sooner. Cucchiara hounded there by Trotta. Grimes and Trotta stayed on. I'd like to see one more of the forwards change there as we had the opportunity. Both D did. Blazers on it there. They get it out to center ice. Hops over the stick of Patton. Albino out there now against Kelly. Kelly at the end of her shift. Against Patton. Patton will send it hard around Grimes at the end of her shift. Grimes will move it along. trying to get the puck out, and they do. Nice job by Barto, excuse me. On and now Patton. Patton up for Barto. Just missed, and that might go for ice. I think it's going to die, though. I don't think that's got the mustard. Certainly doesn't have the mayonnaise. Here now Zabrowski. Zabrowski keeping it in. 7:15 to go. Moved along now by Danola. Picked up quickly now by Ing. Ing will send it along. Pinching in is Albino. Albino will keep it in on the backhand. Barto will give chase. Barto behind the goal line with it. Barto at the goal line. Barto tried to get it in front on the backhand. Does come loose. They jostle at it. And away come the Blazers now with under 7 minutes to go. At the red line, Albino poke checks it away nicely. Zabrowski will chip it in. Here's Danola now. Danola tried to backhand it to Barto. Came loose in front. Bouncing puck. Back for Patton straight away. Lets the shot go. That went off for the side of Danola. And that sent up ahead. The Blazers on it there. Here come the Blazers now with speed. Down the left wing, hounded by Patton, looking to cut in. Sweeney gobbles it up like a biscuit on Thanksgiving, which we're getting closer to now. We're only about a week away from being 6 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Nice stop there by Sweeney. .6:33 left to go now. Face off deep in the Shark zone. Face-off won by the Blazers. They get it down low. Chance in front. The rebound is loose. Sweeney with the save there as she somehow, some way got back to her feet and got the waffle on it. Up ahead now, Zabrowski. Zabrowski's got Barto. Zabrowski to the outside where they got Barto cutting to the cooker. Danola coming late. Here's Zabrowski now. Left it for Barto. Barto will turn on it. Barto got it out in front towards Zabrowski, but Ning got to it first, and the Blazers will chip it out to center ice. Montalbana couldn't get it out on the first attempt, came right back to her. Kendall Montalbana over for Milne. Milne to retrieve it off the boards. Milne up ahead right on the stick of Barto. Barto over the blue line. Barto will gain the blue line at the dot. Barto to the inside. Barto left it to Zabrowski. The shot, rebound. They score! I believe it's going to be Zabrowski who gets credited with it. As Barto got the shot away, it was Zabrowski cutting to the cooker. Wait a minute, why are the refs getting together? I don't like this. The refs are getting together to talk things over. And they're waving it off. They are waving it off. I heard a whistle. That was an ill-timed whistle. It's the right call, but the wrong whistle. I knew I heard it too. I knew it, but I didn't want to yell too loud and influence the officials. So no goal. Now you got to get over it. You just got to get over it. It's not the right call. I'm sure the ref knows it. It doesn't matter. 3-2 is the score still. 5:42 left to go. You got to get over it. There's nothing we can do. Michelizzi on the faceoff out there with Martin and Spaniotis, Bonner and Munoz. Bonner will keep it in. Bonner trying to get it down low. As it jostles around now, Martin. Martin lost the handle on it. Here come the Blazers now, back away to center ice. Down the wing it goes down. Bonner will chuck down Stas. Bonner against Stas. Bonner, nice job to reach for it. Got it out. Here's Martin now. Martin down the right wing with room. Martin's got help. Martin's got Michelizzi to the cooker. Martin trying to toe drag. Lost the handle on it there. Nice job of back checking as the Blazers got back to break it up. Here come the Blazers now. Stas. Stas stepping to the outside. Stas forced wide, letting the shot go. Steered aside by Sweeney. On it now is Martin. Martin trying to get the puck in front. Lost the handle on it. They're digging there, mucking along the board. Stas comes away with it. Stas at the blue line, hounded by Martin. On the backhand. Getting to it, chipping it up ahead. And Munoz will not travel after that puck. Smart decision there by Gabby. Up by one with under 5 minutes to go. You don't want your defenseman chasing the puck all by yourself. Here's Bonner now at the goal line. Tried to connect with Michelizzi. Does end up on the stick of Michelizzi. Michelizzi just out of the reach there. But the Sharks will get to it and send it in. 4.5 minutes left to go. 3-2 is your score. An outstanding affair here. The first of two here today. A doubleheader between both of these two good organizations. I really like this Blazers team. They're good. They play hard. They play right. Here's Regina now. Good game here today. Trotta in on the corner now. Trotta up against Kuchihara. Came back to the blue line, kept in Albino. Albino sent it behind the net, 4 minutes to go. On it there is Rocknick. Rocknick will move it now for Ning. Ning hounded there, Regina. Regina just leaning into Ning. They'll send it behind the net, and getting to it now is Rocknick. Rocknick will cut right up the middle. Rocknick will connect with Ning. Ning over the logo, cutting to the outside. Ning with speed. Ning's got a step at the dot. Hounded there. Nice job by Patton, but Ning stays with it. A lot of room now. Letting the shot go. Albino, the rebound. They score! They got the puck in front, and the Blazers got to the rebound and went off Albino. And I believe it'll be Cucchiera who's going to get credited with the goal. Hard to tell. I lost who it was there for a second. With 3 minutes and 36 seconds left to go, the Blazers have tied the affair. So a huge goal there for the ladies in baby blue. Here's Bartow now. Lost the handle on it. Turning on it now, Mayona. Mayona hounded from behind by Zabrowski. And Danola. Lost it now. Poke checked away. But Stas got it back to the blue line where the Blazers will move it across now. And here's Danola. Ella Danola down the right wing with it. Danola over the blue line. Offsides is the call. That's the right call. Good job there by the officials. The officials have been good today. Inadvertent whistle on the goal by the Sharks, of course. But like I said, you got to get over it or don't. You have two choices, ladies and gentlemen, in this world. Bartow will lean in now against Stas. Bartow won it back to Montalbano. We'll send it in where Zabrowski will give chase now against Baumann. Baumann, I wonder if she's related to the great Baumann, of course, of the German national team in the great movie Victory, starring Sylvester Stallone, Michael Caine, and the legendary Pelé. Greatest sports movie ever made. No one's ever seen it. Well, very few people have seen it. Bill Conti did the music for it. 1980. Victory. Greatest sports movie ever made. Anyway, I digress. 2:45 left to go. Here comes Stas now. Stas through the neutral zone. Stas over the blue line. Will drop it. Oh, Zabrowski on the back check. Jostled it loose, and Mill now quickly up for Danola. Danola across the red line, across the blue line. Lowering the shoulder. Lost the balance, lost the puck, but kept it now in the corner back for Montalbano. Montalbano will let the shot go. That one off a leg. Montalbano recovers there. Stas was off on a 2-on-1. 2:15 left to go here. They're digging and mucking Montalbano. A couple of forearm shivers there as they're still trying to jostle it loose. Bartow over with the Oak tag as they're doing their homework now. Montalbano, a couple of right forearms there. That pleases the broadcaster. Great job by the official not calling a penalty on anyone. Milne will pinch in. Sent away to center. I believe it's going to have enough on it for icing, will it? Montalbano will chase it down. No icing is the call as it dies right before the blue line. Under 2 minutes to go now. Montalbano with the puck. Montalbano up softly for Bartow. Bartow will try and move it up ahead, but Ning, with fresh legs, will get to it. Sharks at the end of a shift here. Montalbano trying to fight out the forecheck. Lost the handle on it now. Cucchiera in the corner. Sharks at the very end of their shift here. 1.5 minutes left to go. They got to get the puck out and get fresh fins on the ice as they're digging and mucking along the boards. Munoz is out there fresh and won the puck away. Good job by Gibby. Up ahead, Martin. Martin for Munoz. Here comes Munoz now. Munoz over the blue line. Munoz stepping to the outside. Lets the shot go. Handcuffs the goalkeeper. And Bartow will get to it. Bartow will swipe it behind the net now. Martin is out of gas, though. They need fresh legs out there right now. Martin and Bartow in the corner. Spaniotis pinching. Bonner will keep it in. Bonner on a stick now in the corner. Bonner fighting through. Tried to get it out in front. The Blazers try to get it along the boards. Bonner, a nice job to seal it off. Kept it down low. Now comes loose. Bonner jostling at it. Hard around for Munoz. Under a minute to go. Munoz tried to keep it in. Away come the Blazers now. 2-on-3. Through the neutral zone. Fascioni. Fascioni offsides at the blue line as Spaniotis stepped up, causing the serpentine-esque pattern which caused the play to go offsides. 32.6 seconds left to go. Just in case you're wondering at home, they don't play overtime in USA Hockey because USA Hockey hates fun. These ladies should be able to play 5-on-5, 5 minutes of sudden death or sudden life overtime, but USA Hockey, well, they won't let me be king of hockey, and that's why there's no overtime. Should it end up tied. Martin will dump it in. Spaniotis in on the forecheck. 22 seconds left to go. Blazers on it there. Trying to keep it in the corner is Baumann. Sharks desperately trying to jostle loose. Got a loose. Bonner They'll let the shot go. That went off a body. Bonner will win it down low. On goal is Bonner. Was spilled along the boards there. Slow to get up. Didn't see what happened. I was following the puck. Bonner was wrestling with a young lady. Back to her feet there. And she looks all right. She'll be at the big social in between the affairs, don't you worry. All right, 9.6 seconds left to go here. Might Bardo pull the goaltender? Well, I guess there's too much time left. I would have, well, if there was less than 5 seconds left, I would have chipped ahead now, so why you don't pull the goalie. Poke checked away there, Montalbano. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we played 3 periods. Good news, we'll play 3 more at 4:30. So we'll just continue from there. We'll start the game, we'll call it 3-3, and off we go. A fantastic affair by both of these organizations. Great job by both goaltenders. Great job by both teams. Thank you so much for joining us. Your final, ladies and gentlemen, for the Northford Ice Pavilion here today, the Blazers 3 and the Sharks 3. Enjoy the in-between break. I hope you have a fantastic time. Go Patriots. We'll see you back here for the start of the first period at 4:30 p.m. 3-3 is the final here today. All right. We'll see you all again soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. For my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle, I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. You've been watching Shoreline Sharks Hockey, presented by Paul Johnson Builder and General Contractor. We'll see you back here at 4:30. Enjoy the break, everybody. Goodbye.